What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back out with another video, and today we are doing the wide receiver rankings this year. I didn't get to do a video yesterday, was literally busy until 11 o'clock, and obviously that wouldn't get a video out to you guys, so you guys might be getting to today, I'm not sure. I'm going to try my best. It's a very busy day, again. So, let's do it. Let's kick this off. It's going to be a long-ass video, so I'm going to try to make this super damn quick. Again, I'm going to just throw them into the category that I believe they're in. This is all, there's a lot of weird players in here, like Olabisi Johnson. I don't really know why the fuck he's in here, but, I mean, hey, whatever. We have a shit ton to get through. Let's leave it at that. Starting off, AJ Green. I think that he is in the borderline elite territory with full healthiness. That's what we're going to do this list as. He's always a threat 24/7. Has a good enough speed, has the size, has insane hands, good enough route running. There's no real need to explain anymore. Next, A.J. Brown. I think he's in this. I'm debating between star and borderline elite. I'm going to put him star just for now. Got to see how he repeats this year. But super good route runner, great frame, and very good hands, good enough speed. I liked A.J. Brown coming out. I really liked him, had him as my number 20th player in the draft, and he might have even been higher, to be fair. And he went in the second round to the Titans. Absolutely amazing pick. So I think he has potential to get up into this tier. That's how good I think he can be. Next, we got Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson's definitely a serviceable guy. He's somebody who can work on your punt return team. And as a wide receiver, he just has blazing speed, and he's very good with the handoff game, similar to Cordero Patterson. The next guy, we have Robinson. And Robinson, I think that he's in the star territory. I would put him right behind A.J. Brown. Robinson has been doing, he used to be called AR-15, but now he's AR-12. He's been pretty much the only reason why the Bears have been as good as they are. But still, I think that he can bounce back and do even better. We saw how he did in Jacksonville that one year. He was on my fantasy squad, 1,500 yards, something like 13 touchdowns. Absolutely insane year. So I think he needs to bounce back. Next, we have Shawn Jeffrey, and I'm going to put him in star potential because the big issue with him is that injuries. He doesn't have the athleticism of Robinson, but he does have the hands, and he is very clutch. But he just doesn't really bring as much to the table. He used to be right here with AJ Green. So, I mean, he's fallen a bit, but whatever. Amari Cooper. I'm putting him in this borderline elite territory. I might slide him up as this video goes on. Good speed, amazing route running, good hands. I think that he's super talented. I think that the only reason he's here and not here is because he had a little bit of a down year in in Oakland before he came to Dallas. So that's my only issue so far. The next we have Andy Isabella, and I'm really just gonna put him here on average. We don't know too much about Andy, and we know he has insane speed. He did really well in college, so he has potential. That's all I know. That's all we all know. Next, Anthony Miller. Anthony Miller is going to be right above here in average. He is supposed to be with A.J. Brown, but he has taken a huge step back. Last year was supposed to be his big year. I think he has potential to be into here, even into here if he wants to be, but he kind of regressed last year, so I'm a little bit worried about him. Next, Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen's going to be up here in this borderline elite territory. I know people I'm going to put him a little bit higher than A.J. Green. People probably want me to put him up here, but I really want to save elite for the elite of the elite. Adam Thielen's been very good, amazing story, and he is very good, route running, hands. He does it all, and he was a nobody. So really great story for Adam Thielen, but I think he might be a little overrated by people who love him. Next, we have Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, I'm putting him up here into the star area, just because he's been putting up 1,000-yard seasons with every single team that he's been to. And there's a reason for that. He's very talented, but I don't think that he really has too much to offer besides speed. Because his hands, average. Route running, average. It's that speed that is just so dangerous that makes him up here instead of in here. Next, we have Brandon Iuke. We don't know much about this guy, but I'm putting him all the way here in star potential. He has a 7-foot wingspan, guys. at 6 foot. If you guys ever watched John Jones in the UFC, you can see how lanky he is, and I'm pretty sure he was 6'3". Imagine that, but 2 inches to 3 inches shorter, that type of reach. Absolutely insane catch radius, super fast. I had him ranked as first round wide receiver, not in my rankings video from this last draft. However, like when I first scouted him, I did. Again, I didn't get enough time to just continue to rewatch tape and get a good feeling about these guys. But obviously, San Francisco, I trust their ability to scout wide receivers. I love Deebo Samuel. I love Brandon Iuke. It was a perfect fit. Next, we have Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, I'm putting him up here in star potential because we've seen him be up here in the star range, especially his rookie year. But we've also seen him be down here in the average territory. We have to see some more consistency before I put him anywhere finally. Because I think that Brandon Iuke has a little more potential than he does. C.D. motherfucking Lamb. I'm not going to put any rookie above star potential, but I think he was the cream of the crop. He was my number 1 wide receiver in the draft class, especially going to the Cowboys, where he can pair up with Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup. Yeah, I think it takes a little bit away from Michael Gallup's ability to play, but I think that C.D. Lamb, it was just too good to pass up. Cheers to the Cowboys for getting value. And plus, I'm going to have to pay Michael Gallup soon anyways. But great option being able to have a wide receiver for 5 years. So cheers to him. I think that he has insane potential. Chase Claypool. This is, again, not scheme-based. So on talent, I'm putting him right here behind Brandon Iuke. He has positional versatility. He can play tight end as an Evan Engram role. He can also play wide receiver. Last time we saw his measurables at the combine, it was back with Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones. So that is pretty interesting to look at, and the Steelers were able to grab him up in the second round. I think that was an interesting, if not great, choice because of the fact that he can play the tight end role and learn from Eric Ebron in that way, and then learn blocking from Vance McDonald. So very good positional versatility. Chris Godwin. You're going up here, and I'm going to put him up into this elite territory. Honestly, I'm moving Amari Cooper up as well. These guys are both elite wide receivers. Now, yes, Chris Godwin has Mike Evans to basically balance out and take away some corners and safeties, but insane route running, amazing hands, does a very great job. Amari Cooper, I think, is a little bit better with just the amount of speed he possesses, and I think that it's really Dallas's scheme that kind of limited him, especially last play of the season. I'm pretty sure last year they literally did not have him out there on the field. Don't know why. Christian Kirk, I think that he is right here in star potential. He has good route running, has good speed. I think he's just solid overall. A little bit worse than Calvin Ridley just because Ridley is more of a touchdown machine. Next, I'm pretty sure, this is Cole Beasley, guys. I had to go through this list. It took me freaking 20 minutes to see everything. Cole Beasley is going to be the bottom of average now. I would think about putting him in serviceable, but he deserves being respected enough. I think he's a worse Anthony Miller, just good route runner with good hands. And he's just been regressing because he's getting older. Now, next we have Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, I'm going to be putting him right below CeeDee Lamb. People are not going to like this at all. Well, Rams fans especially. Rams fans are going to want him up into here, this territory, but, he just doesn't have, he has the good route running, the good hands, but, man, you got to get some speed. He does not have that much athletic talent, and for him to be able to work his magic, he's going to need time, and in the NFL, unless you have a very good offensive line, time is not very abundant. So, next we have, is this Darius Slayton? I believe it is. Darius Slayton, I'm going to be putting him right here, actually, in front of Calvin Ridley from what we saw last year. He has some potential, man. He has speed. He has hands. Danny Dimes was finding him a lot, and he's very underrated. I like him a lot. Honestly, Christian Kirk's getting disrespected here, guys. I'm putting him all the way up here. I think he's a much better player than what I just gave him credit for. Again, this is a very good tier. Average should be where a lot of people are at. And so far, we've just had a lot of good talent. Next, we have, I think it's Chris Davis. Man, I can completely blank on a lot of guys' first names. But Davis, I'm going to be putting him here in average. I'll put him above Anthony Miller. He was drafted like number 5 overall and has not lived up to it at all. I've been continuing to get him in fantasy, hoping he'd have a breakout year and just live up to. I think he was like a Northern Kentucky type of guy, or like a Western Kentucky player, but don't quote me on that. Whatever. Next, Cortland Sutton. He is I'm gonna put him in the top of borderline elite territory. I'm thinking about even putting him in this elite category. We have to see. I don't want to overload the elite category, but he's basically a better AJ Green. Pony up, by the way. Cheers to Cortland Sutton going second round. All these guys are good out of second round, but Cortland Sutton doing his thing, doing a very good job. Actually, I don't think this is Darius Slayton. Okay, so this is Colin Coleman. This is not Darius Slayton. This guy is a complete ass wipe. So, yeah, he's gone. Sorry, Darius Slayton, I don't even know if he's on this list. We'll see. Is he even on here? I don't even think he's on here. Oh, is that him? I think so. Because it's not Golden Tate. Wait, no, that's Hakeem Butler. Oh, my God. No. Is he actually not on here? Shoot. Well, that sucks, because Darius Slayton should be on here. But whatever. Next, we have not Deebo Samuel, but Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel, I'm going to be... Wow, that's really weird with the image. I'm going to be putting him up here in average. He really hasn't done shit. Out of, I believe, Ohio State. Very fast, has a lot of potential. Always is injured. But really, he's okay. Don't really have too much in serviceable right now. And that's just because we haven't hit any real ass wide receivers. And so they have Cortland Sutton twice. So we're going to forget that guy right there. But we have Danny Amendola here. Danny's really serviceable again. I mean, after you take him out of the Patriots scheme, we've seen that he's not too good. Next, Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is a star. He is an absolute beast. Showed his potential last year. I think he's doing a great job. Next, we have the DeAndre Hopkins. I'm putting him here in star. Just kidding. He is the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL, in my opinion. An absolute beast. No real need to go into why I think that. Next, we have, I believe, D.D. Westbrook. And D.D. Westbrook, I'm going to put him here in serviceable, to be honest. I really think that's going to be what needs to be done. Honestly, actually, guys, I totally fucked up. Number 16 is Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis is, he's serviceable. He's not going to be a backup. He's a serviceable player. You can stick him in, and then he'll do his job perfectly fine. This is Deebo Samuel. He's going to be in the star area. I'm not going to put him in front of Robinson, but whatever. Denzel Mims, I think I like his potential on his own, but I can't put him ahead of Iuke. If we're going to be honest, Iuke's just that reach and his great after the catch ability. I liked him more in college. I like the measurables for Denzel Mims more, but watching Iuke, he passed the eye test better. Deshaun Jackson, I mean, he is just a serviceable guy. I mean, people are going to hate that, but he ain't shit anymore, man. Like, there's a reason why Jaylen Rhaegar was taken in the first round. He's a clone of Deshaun Jackson. It's time to move on. Davonte Adams, he's going to be borderline elite for me. He's not elite. I'm sorry, everybody thinks he's elite. He has one of the best quarterbacks of all time throwing him a ball. Like, it's not like you can say that it's all Davonte Adams when the ball is perfectly fucking placed. Any other quarterback, this guy would be having like 800 yards a year. So, fight me, Green Bay Packers fans. I'm still getting him in like the top 10, so kiss my ass. Next, we have Devonta Parker. Devonta Parker, I mean, I'm going to put him at the top of average because we've seen him have flashes of star, and then we've also seen that he's backup. So, whatever. I mean, to be honest, I can't even tell who the fuck that is. I think it's Devon Funches. That makes sense with the D's. Devon Funches, he's a backup, guys. He never really has been that great of a wide receiver. He's basically been the poor man's Michael Pittman Jr. now. So it's really like there's nothing good about Devon Funches anymore. So yeah. Next we have is this Stephon Diggs? No. Okay, so this is a picture of Stephon Diggs, and I could not find who the hell this was. So we're going to go on to Deontay Johnson, and Deontay Johnson, I think he's going to be up here in this star potential. He just moves really interestingly, and I think he's a very solid slot. Not A.J. Brown territory, but we have to see how he is with Big Ben because he has some ass quarterback play. Next, we got DJ Chark. I mean, this guy's going to be at the top of star potential just because we've seen him be a serviceable type of guy, but we've also seen him be pretty much one of the top wide receivers in the NFL. So very volatile, very fast, very similar to Denzel Mims, if we're going to be honest. And I think that's going to be something that he has to I guess Denzel Mims has to become the more consistent DJ Chark for him to be good. Next, we have DJ Moore. DJ Moore is going to be up here in this star potential as well. I'm going to be putting him right here in front of Christian Kirk. Very solid wide receiver overall. I think he's very good route running, very good hands. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Next, we have DK Metcalf. We're going to be sticking him up here at the star, top of star. I almost would put him in borderline elite. I need to see a little bit more from him, but this guy's an absolute freak. Next, I can't even tell who the fuck that is, if we're going to be 100% honest, guys. I think it's Emmanuel Sanders. I think it is. Emmanuel Sanders, he is at the top of average. Like, people think he's the shit. He really ain't. He really is not. And I don't know why people continue to overrate him. Next, I think we have... Who is this? Is it Golden Tate? I think it's Golden Tate. Golden Tate is the top of average as well. Just solid all around. There's nothing really special to him. He's just a solid route runner. Good hands. A little bit overpaid, but whatever. Hakeem Butler, sorry dude, you're a backup. I think he's a better Devon Funches. He's younger, 6'5", so an inch taller, faster, but has not put it together whatsoever. I saw Hakeem Butler play in front of... Actually, no, that was not Hakeem Butler. But I saw... Who was that? He got drafted by the Redskins. I keep forgetting his name, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Next, Henry Ruggs. He is going to be here at the star potential zone. I'm going to be putting him right behind CeeDee Lamb just because I think they're more of like a 1 and 2 on their own merit. Maybe I think Jerry Jeudy's going to be joining him up here, and I'm going to put him up here just because these three are just almost inseparable apart from I think CeeDee Lamb's a little bit ahead of everybody. It's just that Jerry Jeudy is better overall. CD has higher potential, and then Ruggs is just crazy volatility with what he can be. Hunter Renfrow, he's serviceable, man. People think he's the shit. He really ain't. But I'm going to put him here at the top. He's pretty much a worse Cole Beasley to me. Is this Jakeem Grant? Jakeem Grant's a backup. Good backup, but still a backup. Just a return man. Jaylen Rhaegar, he has star potential. I'm going to be putting him probably about here, right with Mims. Honestly, I'm going to put him a little bit ahead just because I think the eye test Jaylen Rhaegar did a little bit better than what I thought. James Washington, I'm putting him at the top of average. We've seen him become a star during certain parts of the season, and then others he's just down and backup, so can't put him above average. I'm kind of blanking on this guy's name. What we just did, James Washington. I think it's not Quincy Enunwa. Jamison Crowder, I believe. Jamison Crowder's a backup in my mind. There's nothing really special about him. Don't fight me if I totally fuck up someone's name, but whatever. Next we have Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry's the bottom of star potential. I don't really think there's much to him, to be honest. He has good hands, he has good routes. That's pretty much it. Next we have, I believe this is John Brown. John Brown's going to be the top of average. I think he's pretty much a better version of Darius Slayton at this point. Darius Slayton can obviously reach higher heights. Next, we have John Ross, backup. Honestly, I'll put him behind Jamison Crowder. Just complete bust at this point. But he has potential. That's why I'm not putting him down here in bust. I don't like labeling people busts. Juju's in star potential. Really, I think he has maybe a little bit more than... I would say I'll put him right here. Honestly, no, I got to give him a little more respect than that. He's had very good seasons. I can't put DJ Chark above him either. So I'm going to put Juju here. As a Steelers fan, yeah, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Julian Edelman, he's at this point serviceable. He's 34. He's slow. It's whatever, guys. Julio Jones, you're going up here. And I'm going to stick you right behind Amari Cooper just because you haven't, he's good on his own, but I know I said injuries aren't part of this. The problem is that it's true. It's affecting how he plays nowadays. So... still a beast, one of the best talents of all time. Justin Jefferson, I think overall he's super solid. I think that he is just a. I think I'll put him ahead of Shawn Jeffrey. So next we have Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's a star in my eyes. I'm going to be putting him right here at the top though. I think that he's way better than what people think. Next, I'm not even going to do this guy. It was Kendrick Bourne. Okay, you know what? We'll categorize the bust category with these guys. Honestly, we'll stick these guys. It's really pissing me off that I have to look the third guy over. Kenny Golladay is an absolute beast. He is basically the better AJ Green. Honestly, I'm moving Keenan Allen up too, and I'm going to be putting AJ Green back down to star, just because he just hasn't been doing much recently. KJ Hamler and Kenny Stills. KJ Hamler is going to be here at the top of average because he's basically a worse Jaylen Rhaegar, and then Kenny Stills is serviceable. I'd probably put him here just because he's basically better Albert Wilson. Put it bluntly. I think this is Laquan Treadwell, and Laquan Treadwell is he's a straight up bust, guys. There's nothing to say about that more than that. Larry, I love you, Larry, but you're pretty much the bottom of average now. I'm fine putting him there. Like, I don't know how he gets open, but he does. There's not much more to it. LaVisca, you're going to be an average as well. I'm going to put you behind John Brown, though, and James Washington, just because, why not, right? Golden Tate, I'm giving too little respect. I got to give him a little more respect than that. Next, Marquis Brown. To me, he's pretty much like a Jaylen Rhaegar, so I'm going to put him here. People are not going to like that because a lot of people love Marquis. It's whatever. Next, I think it's Marquis Goodwin. Marquis Goodwin is serviceable at best. He just opted out anyway, so he sucks. Next, Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones, he's the top of average. He's just declining. McCole Hardman. McCole Hardman's also average. I'm going to be putting him slightly ahead of pretty much the same copy with KJ Hamler. Michael Pittman, he has star potential. I'm going to be putting him right here. You know what? Fuck it. We'll keep it there. Michael Gallup. Yeah, you see, guys, I'm going through this. I mean, we already have a shit ton of people more to go. Michael Gallup, he's become better than Anthony Miller. Solid. Michael Thomas, he's in this elite territory. I got to put him up here. Got to give him respect. Probably right there to say it. Mike Evans, I mean, this is a guy who's been getting a lot of disrespect as well. I think that he belongs up here close to the elite territory. Mike Williams, he's really average. He's the top of average. I don't really know who that is, if we're going to be fair, guys. I think this is, Philip Dorsett? No, it's not Philip Dorsett. Philip Dorsett's down the line. We'll come back to that. Oh, is that N'Keal Harry? I think it is. That's Nelson Aguilar. N'Keal Harry so far has just been a backup at best. Is this Valdez Scantling? It might be. I don't like any. It might be Geronimo Allison. I don't even know. Nelson Aguilar has been in complete garbage as well. Philip Dorsett. No, this isn't even Philip. Yeah, because it's O and then it's P. I'm trying to learn the fucking English alphabet. Philip Dorsett's been nothing but a bust. Odell Beckham Jr. is still a star in this league. I think that he's the top of star. He just needs to reach his potential again. Yeah, I mean, I can put him above that, but yeah. I honestly don't. Then this is Olabisi Johnson. We're not doing that. Quincy Enunwa, he's serviceable. Randall Cobb, he's average now. He's pretty much a better Cole Beasley. Robbie Anderson has star potential. I pretty much think he is Denzel Mims, to say it lightly. Robert Woods has been doing pretty well, but he's average. Then you have Sammy Watkins, who is serviceable at best. Then we have Sterling Shepard, who I think has star potential. I think he's super solid overall. And I think, honestly, he should be up here. I think he's underrated heavily. I'm blanking on this guy's name, but whatever. Trying to see people who I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. T. Higgins, I'm just going to put him up here with average, top of average. I didn't really think there was too much special about him. Scary Terry, he deserves to be in the star territory. Like, he's up here with A.J. Brown for the number one wide receiver that was a rookie, along with DK Metcalf. I'm surprised I don't remember the Bears wide receivers' names. I'm really surprised. I don't know his either. Traquan Smith is a backup at best. I put him below Nelson Aguilar. Tyler Boyd, he's been doing pretty well. I'm going to put him up in the star territory. He really deserves it. He's pretty much, he's been about Deebo Samuel grade. And I'm keeping this like middle thick because that just makes sense. Like, there shouldn't be a bunch of ass players. T.Y. Hilton has been disrespected as well. I think he is also a star. And I'd put him right around Odell Beckham Jr. territory. If we're going to be 100% honest here, guys. Tyler Lockett as well. I'm going to be putting... Don't worry, guys. I'm not dropping. He's also a star. And I think that he is of the same grade as all of these guys. Very solid. Might be Russell Wilson making him that way, but whatever. Tyreek the Freak Hill is going to go into elite. He's an absolute beast. I'd rather have him over probably all these guys. I think he's extremely underrated just because, he's just a super fast guy, but whatever. Tyrell Williams, he's basically T. Higgins, put it lightly. Will Fuller, he's the bottom of average. He's just speedy. That's pretty much it. And Willie Snead is a backup. I don't know who the rest of these guys are. I'm trying to think of the guy who got... I know he's here as one of the Titans guys, but I really just cannot remember his name. And it doesn't matter. I'd be putting him in backup or bust or serviceable anyways. So let me know what you guys think of this. Very long video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the far side. Peace.